Well, you may or may not have heard the USS Harry S. Truman was involved in a collision with a merchant ship near the Egyptian port of Said, the northern entrance to the Suez Canal, an area of dense maritime traffic with ships coming and going out of the canal. The ship the aircraft carrier collided with is the Panamanian flag bulk cargo ship, the Bratiska TAC M. It had just passed through the Suez Canal, was on its way to a port in Romania, according to ship tracking websites. The cargo ship, with a length of over 620 feet and a width of 105 feet, is roughly half the size of the Truman, which measures a bit over 1,000 feet in length, 252 feet at its flight deck. At this point, it's unclear who's at fault. However, if we do know the Navy, they'll go ahead and destroy a few careers by marking it up on their eval and sending them to a meaningless backwater position to finish out their days. Reporting shows the crash did not result in any flooding on the Truman, and its nuclear propulsion plants were unaffected. No injuries were reported on either vessel, though the merchant ship did sustain some damage, according to Navy officials. Now, the ocean and even the Mediterranean Sea is so large. I mean, how does this happen? Two ships colliding? Well, it's actually reported around 100 ships were in the area at the time of this incident. Former U.S. Navy Captain Carl Schulzer, an instructor at Hawaiian Pacific University, the conditions leave little room for error. There's not a lot of room for maneuvering in a restricted seaway, and both ships require about 1 nautical mile to stop. Some navigation mistakes, misreading of other ships' intentions, or delayed decision-making from the crew of either ship could put them in danger quickly, with very few viable options. Now, as far as collisions go, this really is a minor one, and it's a bit of a relief for the Navy, considering back in 2017 they had 2 very large fatal instances. One, a U.S. Navy destroyer, USS Fitzgerald. 7 sailors had passed away after the ship had struck a cargo ship off the coast of Japan, and later that year, 10 sailors were killed on the USS John McCain after they hit a tanker off of Singapore and Malaysia. This really showcases how weapons and platforms are quickly evolving, and most importantly, how exposed a multi-billion-dollar platform with thousands of sailors on board really is.